Hello, good morning. Thank you for tuning in. My name is Chandra. If it's your first time to log in here, and I hope this message blesses you. And today's topic is In His Will There's Protection. Today I'm going to talk about the importance of being in God's will and how God protects us. As we all know that being a Christian or following Christ is free-willed. We freely choose to follow Him. We freely choose to follow His commandment, and we freely choose to live right by Him. And what God does then, He will build a shield of protection around you by hiding you from the world. He does this so that we can stay holy, we can stay in His will, because He wants us to be just like Him. Remember, we were created in His own image. So now let's look at the book of Romans 12:2. The book of Romans tells us that do not be conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind, that you may prove what is good, acceptable, and perfect will of God. So during this hiding, God will chastise you until you make necessary corrections. He will actively work on you and what He has called you to do. He will renew your mind. He will give you capacity to discern. He will teach us how to make the right decision, work with us on areas of our lives that needs improving. He will break us until He brings the best out of us. He will teach us humility, obedience, active assertiveness, wisdom, knowledge, understanding. He will even give us revelations about things of our lives so that we know what's going on in our lives. He will do all of this, you threshing, until you are ready to face the floor. This is what to face the world. This is the same thing like the process or the making of the new wine, where there's threshing, where there's crushing, where there's pressing. Because during this time, it's our responsibility to take good care, because we have to move with God, or else we can delay our own purpose, or God can leave us in this quiver for long. Believers, I don't want to lie to you, this is the most frustrating part of the believer's life, because during this time everything will seem like you're stuck, you are lonely, temptations and pressure will come. Sometimes you even want to go ahead of time. This is the time that the Bible taught us that after Abraham and Sarah were promised child Isaac, they went ahead of time by making Ishmael, because they were facing this crushing. This is the time where people get loads of no's and don'ts. This is the time where you will cry unto God and it feels like He's not listening, and it seems like you're just crying and you're alone. You get test after test, but I can guarantee you that, however, if you give in to Him 100%, this might shorten your time in quiver. And I always advise people, like, this is the time where you have to seek Him more. Maybe try and serve under His leaders. Try and walk with humility. Indulge in things of God so that He can empower you, so that everything, the whole process, can be shortened. So now we're going to look at the book of Galatians 4:4. The Bible teaches us that, because David knew that he had to wait for his own time. The Bible teaches us that after Samuel anointed David as a teenager, David only took the throne after he was in his 30s. Several times David could have killed Saul to get the throne, but the Lord gave him grace to know that He will do it at His own time. David had to wait for God's timing, not his own. There's a special season set aside by God in which you must have to hide and quiver. This happens with everybody. It could be ministry, it could be childbearing, it could be marriage, or everything. We have to wait until God tells us this is the time, because everything is revealed at appointed time, because God's timing is the best. So I'm going to give you another example of life. This is the time where maybe as a woman you feel like the time is clicking, you feel like you're getting old. Maybe a man approaches you and he vouches for your heart. This man truly believes that he can love you, he can be the best husband for you, but God will look right into that man's future and say, like, no. And you wouldn't know why, because you're frustrated, and God will say that this man is not capable or genuinely capable of loving you. He's not capable of covering you in prayers. He's not capable of fully understanding you and protecting you, because God knows that you trust him. And God will even know that he doesn't want that person to represent him, because he wants somebody who can genuinely love you, because he determines everything in our lives and he knows that we are his children. So sometimes God will chase people that you think that you need in your life. He will tell them that, nope, he doesn't deserve you. Not here. She's mine. I love her. She's royalty. You won't love her the way I want her to be loved. And you'll be there sitting, being frustrated because you are being hidden. But this hiding people is protection of God. He wants you to get the best out of the best, because he's the creator of the universe. He loves us so much. We are his children. He wants us to get the best out of him, because he created everything. And because we freely chose to follow him, we freely chose to do right by him, he has to take care of us and look after us. So I hope there's somebody out there who's been blessed by this message. And thank you for tuning in, and I hope you like this message. And if you like it, please like and share and subscribe, so that every time when I come in, you don't miss these beautiful messages about Lord Jesus Christ. Thank you, and God bless you.